Welcome to Keep Moving with Emily. Today we are going to get in a nice full body workout where we're going to be using a Theraband. We're doing like Theraband strength today. So make sure you have a Theraband or a booty band, like one of those little loops. If you don't have that, you can always use weights or no weights at all. Obviously listen to your body as we go along with this workout, but we'll get in a nice full body workout from our head to our toes. And yeah, we're gonna get started with our warm up and body scan up on the screen so we can kind of check in, see how we're feeling, you know? Every day is a little different, so get comfortable in your chair, sit up nice and tall, take a big breath in through the nose, and exhale. All right, let's check in from our head. How are we doing today? How's our fatigue? Did we wake up feeling energized or are we feeling a little depleted? Hopefully this workout will help get your body a little bit more energized. Check in with your mood. How are you coming to class? We're feeling a little overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, joyful, whatever it is. Hopefully this will also get those endorphins going and boost your mood. As we move down to the rest of our body, just check in with any pain, spasticity, tightness in our muscles, balance issues. Give yourself permission to do this seated. A lot of the moves are actually going to be done seated, just because when we're using a Theraband and using our lower body, it's really challenging our legs and our balance, and so it's just a little bit safer option. So we'll kind of get to try out some fun exercises from a seated position using a Theraband. All right, last thing, we're just gonna set our intention. Why are you here today? For me, it is just to help you get moving and to move my body myself. So take a big breath in, reach those arms up overhead. Lengthen in the spine and exhale. Good. All right, we're gonna get into a nice dynamic warm up. So if we're sitting, sit up nice and tall on the edge of your chair. We're gonna look from right to left. Nice dynamic warm up from our head to our toes, prepping our bodies for this workout. Good. Looking over one shoulder and the other. Good. I kind of like to breathe in one side, exhale the other side. Let's do one more. Good. Perfect. Then we'll look up to the sky, bring your chin to your chest. Unless you get that weird electric zing, then just look up to the sky and then bring your eyes back to the screen. Good. Perfect. Let's do one more. Up to the sky, chin to the chest. Nice. All right, we're going for arm openers. Open up those arms nice and big, cross the arms over, add in that lower body tap or side step if you're standing. Weight shift. Good. Awesome. Yeah, today's workout's really focused on strength. Sometimes my workouts, I kind of do some strength and some cardio and some core and like a little bit of everything. But today we're really gonna be focusing on strength. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those arms, roll those shoulders. Good. The other thing we'll be doing is a little bit of hand-eye coordination. So make sure you got a tennis ball, pair of socks, something. Good. Let's roll those shoulders forward. So since we're not really focusing on cardio today, you can go for a nice walk or go hang out in the pool, get some movement there, some kind of cardio option for you later this week. Good. And shake it out. All right, we're going for some skier arms. Missed that one. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to our side as we bend forward. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend forward. Nice stretch in that lower back. And then we gotta use that core. Sit nice and tall. Good. Inhale, reach. We're kind of doing this hinging motion. It's good for our back and our core. One more. Hinge forward. Sit up nice and tall and moving into that spinal twist. So, my workouts are written up on the screen, but sometimes even myself forget what's going on. That's why we have them written up on the screen. Good. So if we miss something, we just get back on track. Nice. I don't know where you're at, but it is hot and smoky here. We got lots of forest fires, so making sure we stay hydrated and have a fan, stay nice and cool. Good. 3, 2, And 1. Let's move into that reach over. Hand on our thigh. Reach it up and over. Nice stretches here. Ooh. Good. Perfect. Really getting that body nice and warm, stretched out and ready to go. Let's go for 1 more on each side. Reach and reach. All right, moving into that knee hug. Grab underneath that knee, pull the knee up to our chest, rotate in the ankle, point and flex the toe, or you can do that kind of pull and release a few times on one side. If we've got some tightness in our hips or spasticity, that's like a really great option to kind of get that hip warmed up. But if not, you can do this one. Good. Just getting that hip moving, those ankles moving. Blood all the way to those tippy toes. Cool. 1 more little move here, and then we'll move into that hand-eye coordination. So making sure we got a tennis ball handy. And then make sure you got your Therabands handy, because today's Theraband strength. Good. All right, last one on this side, then 1 more on the other side. We'll finish with those. Good. Hamstring scoops, love this one. Extend, 1 heel out, heels on the ground, toes pointed up. Reach and scoop, hands come to the ceiling, and then kind of make a big circle. Good, if there's even just like 1 warm-up move, if this is all you're doing, this is the perfect one. You're warming up everything, lower body, upper body, core, back, chest. Good, 2 more on this side. Here's 1, and 2. Nice, pull that leg in, extend the other leg out, heels on the ground, toes pointed up. Reach and scoop, hamstring scoops. Love this one. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's do 2 more. So here's a 1, reach and scoop, and a 2. Awesome. All right, go ahead and grab your tennis ball, grab those Therabands if you don't have them handy already. Make sure you have some water and turn on a fan, and we are gonna get started with a little bit of hand-eye coordination to kind of continue our warm-up and to get our upper body ready to go. So let's do this. Grab that tennis ball wherever you are at. We can do this seated, we can do this standing, depending on how you're feeling today. We're gonna grab that tennis ball and we're gonna kind of inhale, squeeze that ball with 1 hand, exhale, release, and switch. And then inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release, and switch. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release, and switch. So what we're doing right now is we're working our dexterity. We're connecting our brain to our body, those hands. So hand-eye coordination, dexterity, continuing with our warm-up. Good, inhale, squeeze. It's a great stress reliever too. If you're frustrated, just take it out on the ball. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Moving into pancakes, we're gonna toss from right to left. Okay, there's lots of options. We can stay here, they can be tiny tosses. We can add in a nice little twist. Your challenge, don't look at the ball. That's gonna be, a hard part because we're working hand-eye coordination. Good. Again, if we're seated, we're sitting up nice and tall, core is engaged. Tossing from right to left. Now, if you drop your ball, it's just part of your workout to go get it, so no worries. Go grab it safely. Perfect. All right, we're gonna challenge you. I want you to put the ball in your non-dominant hand. That would be my left. It could be you, or your right, or your left. And we're gonna start with a nice single hand toss with that non-dominant hand. We can stay here, or we can add in that twist again, depending on how you're feeling. It's a little bit more challenging. Keep your eyes on the ball. They can be tiny tosses, they can be big tosses. Again, we can do it standing too. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, now in your dominant hand, maybe you notice it's a little bit easier. Maybe it's just as difficult. That's okay. It's a really great exercise during our commercial breaks, maybe, or nice little break during the day. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna exchange in front. So you're gonna open up your arms nice and wide, bring the ball in front, squeeze in that chest, switch hands, open up again, rotate wrists to the sky and up overhead. So we're gonna go in front, up overhead. Good, squeeze in that chest, squeeze in those shoulder blades as you open up wide, and then reach up overhead. So we're working range of motion, nice little stretch in those shoulders, in the chest, still hanging on nice and tight to that ball each time. Perfect. If we're seated, are we sitting up nice and tall? Core is engaged. If we're standing, slight bend in those knees, don't lock them out. 3, 2, last one here, in front, overhead, and shake it out. All right, let's go behind our back. So we're gonna open up the chest, bring the ball behind our back, switch hands, and come in front. So we're gonna start with clockwise, in front and behind, in front and behind. Good. Nice. I like this one because it really stretches that chest. So we open up. Good. You'll notice a lot of these exercises work our brain and our body because now we're going opposite direction, counterclockwise, other way. Good. Make sure we're squeezing each time we grab that ball. Perfect. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here are your options. For those of us seated, we're gonna go exchange under the legs, feet are together. We're gonna bend in half, chest towards those thighs, grab the ball underneath the legs and sit up nice and tall. And we'll just kind of hinge grab. If we're standing, just hold the ball with both hands, slight bend in those knees. You're just gonna kind of bend forward like you're getting a nice stretch and then squeezing the glutes as we stand. So this is option 1 if we're standing, or under those legs if we're seated. Let's go. Sometimes I like the seated version. I think it feels good on my lower back. But if you want a nice stretch in those hamstrings and bending over while standing doesn't throw off your balance, then do that option. It's a good one. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're moving into figure 8s. So seated option, legs are wide. We're gonna go under left leg, over left leg, under right leg, over right leg. So essentially like a figure 8. If we're standing, legs are wide, right hand's in my ball, the ball's in my right hand, and I'm gonna kind of bend to the left, touch that left knee, sit up nice and tall, switch hands. So this is our standing option, or are you doing the seated one? Good. Still going opposite hand to that opposite knee. If you're doing the standing option, or for those of us seated, under, over, under, over. Good. Keep it up. Feel this in your core. If you're doing the standing option, feels like a little stretch in that inner thigh and glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good. All right, we're going for some lateral bends. So inhale those arms up overhead, bring that ball up overhead. Whatever hand the ball is in, you're gonna pull that elbow to that hip, reach the other hand up to the ceiling, and then reach again and switch. So reach and bend to the side. Ooh. Good, if we're standing, you're nice little lateral bend, working those obliques, those side abdominal muscles, and then reach that other arm up to the ceiling, nice little stretch in those shoulders. Good. 2 more on each side. Here's a 1. And a 2. All right, this will be like our little bit of cardio, because again, we're focusing on strength. We got sky to ground reaches. So if you're standing, you're just gonna bring that ball high into the sky, bring it to those hips, and then you're gonna do mini squat, okay? For those of us seated, we're just gonna go sky, hips, reach it forward. Let's go. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep it up, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and rest. You should feel nice and warm. Body should be feeling ready to go. Grab your Theraband. We're gonna get started with our Theraband strength. So let's do this again. If you don't have a Theraband, that's okay. You can use weights, you can use no weights and just use your body. All right, let's go. We're focusing on some strength today with our Theraband. So we've got Starting with curl presses. So every exercise we're gonna do for 40 seconds, we're gonna rest for 20. We're just gonna repeat them. So we're gonna go curl presses, rest, and do curl presses again. A little bit of muscular endurance, a little bit of repetition, it'll be good. So grab your Theraband. Again, you can use one like so, or if you're using a little mini loop. I like to fold mine in half because we're gonna go for curl press. So my wrists are kind of facing down. I have a nice hold on my Theraband. So I'm kind of going here, curl, keeping those elbows close to my side to that press, okay? Seated or standing, you decide. If you've got this mini loop, same idea, I'm just kind of holding on like so, curl to that press. So we're working biceps and shoulders twice through, so get ready. Twice through, 20 seconds rest. Are you ready? Let's do this. And 15 seconds, we'll get started. Seated or standing. Curl presses. What I love about using a Theraband is I get to decide how much resistance. The closer my hands are, the tighter and harder it's gonna be. The further away they are, the easier it is. Ready? Let's go. So we're gonna go curl and press. Nice. Curl, work those biceps, press it up to the sky. If we have like an affected side, if maybe like one side is a little bit weaker than the other, or like my strength just isn't as good, the nice thing about using both hands at the same time is that stronger arm can help reach those arms up overhead. Helps with our range of motion. Good. 15 seconds left. We'll rest for 20 and we'll do this one more time. At any point, you're welcome to try this standing, or if you're starting to get tired, you can do it seated. That's the beauty of these workouts. They can be done seated or standing. And rest. Good. Shake out the arms. Perfect. All right. We're gonna do that one more time. If you wanna challenge yourself, stand. If you wanna stay seated, stay seated. Ready, ready? All right, grab that Theraband. Find that tension. Elbows are glued to our side. And go. Curl, press. Curl, press. So if maybe you're going on a vacation, but you still want to get a workout in, I'm one of those weird people who likes to work out on vacation. Throw a Theraband in your bag and you can get a good workout with this workout right now. Pretty cool. Halfway there, 20 seconds to go. And we're really gonna get into full body workout today. We got some lower body and some core, even using a Theraband, so fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Okay, next up is either like a clamshell or an alternating tap. So here's what's gonna happen. We can do a couple different things. The standing option is going to be your most challenging option, so just keep that in mind because you gotta like get a Theraband around your thighs, then stand up and move back and forth for that resistance. If that's too scary, but you wanna still do it standing, just do it without the Theraband and you're doing that alternating tap from side to side. In theory, if I had my Theraband around my legs like a loop, that would be extra resistance, but that's really challenging. For those of us seated, if you wanna put that Theraband around your thighs using this little like loop or booty band, you totally can. Or if you've got your Theraband like this, just wrap it underneath those thighs, hold that tension. And we're gonna either go here for clamshells, feet are together, open up the knees. You can also tap from side to side, okay? So those are our options. Clamshells, knees just open wide and come together. Taps, just tap, come to the side, okay? And those of us standing, you decide, but safety is key. So I would go without a Theraband if I were you. But okay, are we ready? Alternating taps, clamshells, again, twice through. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds on, and do it again. We get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm gonna do this one seated because I get to decide how much resistance is here. Now, if I still want to try this alternating tap, but like lifting my leg to the side doesn't work, I can always physically lift my leg out to the side. That's totally fine. Or this clamshell is a really great option because all I have to do is just open up those knees and bring them together. We're working our inner thigh, outer thigh, glutes. Good. If you want to work your balance a little bit more, you can do that standing one. Totally fine. Good, 3, 2, 1, rest. Again, if we're doing this in standing, we're hanging on to something, countertop, walk, or whatever. Tap that foot to the side, bring it to the center. No Theraband, unless you really feel hardcore. We only have 5 seconds till we get started for this next one. Last set here, 40 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm gonna show you that clamshell. Open and close, and open. Again, this Theraband, you get to decide how much resistance. So if you're like, wow, that's pretty easy, tighten that Theraband a little bit more. If it's a little too hard, loosen it. Pretty cool. Nice. So you'll see up on the screen, sometimes we might have ones that have like an R-L. Our first round we're gonna do for the right side. Second round we're gonna do the left side. So if you see that, that's what that means. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, we got archer rows. So what that looks like is I have my Theraband in my hand, and I'm gonna hold one arm straight out. So if you think of like a bow and arrow, so this arm is out, the other hand is gonna grab that Theraband, and I'm gonna pull that elbow back. Reach it forward and then pull it back. So I'm working these back muscles. Again, if you notice, like if I'm holding too far back, I'm not really getting a whole lot. So, but keep in mind, this is also a weapon. So if you pull too hard and the band slaps, be careful, it's happened to me before. So again, hands forward, nice strong arm, pull back and forward. So we'll go right side first, then left side. If you're using a booty band, same idea. I'm holding on my loop with my thumb, holding, and then pulling back. Like so, okay? Keeping that elbow nice and high, squeezing in the shoulder. Seated or standing. This will also work your core a little bit because you're gonna wanna twist every time you pull, but keep your body nice and straight. All right, ready? We start in 3, 2, 1. Archer pulls, go. So my hand's about eye level. Pull back and release. Nice, slow, and controlled. Good. So I'm right-handed, so this feels very natural. If I were to go, you know, shoot a bow and arrow, it's gonna feel a little bit weirder on the left side. But it's important to work both sides. Good. You should feel this in those shoulders. You're gonna feel this in your hands because you gotta hang on nice and tight to that Theraband. So we're working your dexterity too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo, shake it out. This time, my right arm is straight out in front holding. Left hand grabs, and then we're pulling back with that left hand, okay? Seated or standing. We start in 5 seconds, so get that arm ready. Nice strong arm, and go. Pull. Yeah, this one feels a little bit more unnatural. I'm not left-handed. Good, keep that core nice and strong. Forward and pull. Again, if it's too easy, grab a little closer to the hand that's out in front. Nice. Halfway there. Perfect. Stay strong. 10 seconds left. Keep breathing, keep moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo, that was a fun one. Okay, I might have lied to you a little bit because I said we weren't doing any cardio, but this next one feels a little bit more like cardio. So there's that. All right, so we got forward, wide, and up. So sometimes if you've been with me before, we do like a fun reaction drill. This is just the same set of moves over and over again. So we got forward, so you're gonna reach it forward like you're doing a push-up. And then we're gonna go wide. So I wanna have a nice wide grip on my Theraband. So I'm gonna pull those elbows wide and then up. So I have a nice wide grip on my Theraband, forward, wide, up, forward, wide, up, forward, wide, up. Okay, if the Theraband gets too much, I don't blame you. So just wrap it around your neck and just go here, okay? If it's too much with the Theraband of reaching wide, okay? 2 sets, 40 seconds, seated or standing, you decide. We start in 3. We're gonna start with the Theraband. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Forward, wide, up. Good. This one, I'm working my chest, my triceps, my shoulders. A little bit of cardio. If we're seated, sit up nice and tall. Keep that core engaged, sitting on the edge of our chair. If we're standing, good. Again, if the Theraband's too much, drop it and just go here. Nice. 10 seconds left. You got it. Woo, that Theraband's no joke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Shake it out, shake it out. One more set. I'm gonna start with my Theraband, see how long I can go. Again, nice wide grip, so I can just kind of do a nice little like wide and then up. Because the closer your hands are, the more challenging it will be. 3, 2, 1, final set. Let's go. Forward, wide, up, forward, wide, up. Nice work. We're working our brain. Forward, wide, up. You're working some coordination. We're working some cardio. Every time we reach those hands up overhead, you are working your heart rate, getting that blood pumping. If we're doing it standing, even more. Give me 10 seconds. Stay strong, my friends. We'll go on a little kayak row in a second. 3, 2, 1, and rest. My goodness. Holy shoulders. Okay. We're gonna finish with a little bit of core. So I want you to envision yourself going kayaking down a river using your Theraband. You can fold it in half for a little smaller if you want, or you can have nice and wide. That's up to you. Seated or standing, essentially I'm rowing from one side to the other, so I'm gonna feel it in those obliques as I twist and twist. Pretend like you're putting that oar in the water, okay? About paddle in the water. If we're seated, same idea, I'm sitting nice and tall. Kayak, kayak, kayak. All right, here we go, 2 sets of 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Nice little row, row, row. You are really getting in a nice full body workout using a Theraband. You could have done this whole workout from a seated position. Nice. Keep it up. All right. Hang on to it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last set here. Seated or standing. We'll take a nice water break, and then we got one more round with different exercises. So, you ready? We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Keeping that core nice and strong as I twist down and the other way. Perfect. If we're doing this standing, it definitely throws your balance off a little bit. Good. Up and down, up and down. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab some water. Moving on to our next set of exercises. Well done, everybody. Hang on to that Theraband. We're moving on. Same idea. We're going each of these exercises twice through, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're starting with a nice little alternating tricep kick out, but I'm gonna kind of change it up a bit. Since we're doing 2 sets, one after the other, we're actually gonna do tricep pulled down, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. It takes a little bit of time to get ourselves set. So you're gonna grab the Theraband with your left hand, place that left hand on your right shoulder. So opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Then you're gonna grab this Theraband nice and high, keep that elbow close by, and you're gonna pull straight down, like so. So you should feel it in the back of that arm, because we're doing essentially like, if you've ever been to the gym and you see people doing this machine, tricep pull downs, that's essentially what we're doing, but using a Theraband. So again, I'm hanging on with my left hand on my right shoulder, nice and tight, and then I'm gonna hold up nice and high, elbows glued to my side, and we're gonna pull straight down. Arm is glued to our side, okay? Again, we should feel this in the back of our arm. Cool? That's what this one's gonna look like. We'll go right side for 40 seconds, then left side for 40 seconds, seated or standing. You decide. Are you ready? We start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pull down and up. Again, if it's too easy, just hold up a little bit higher. Good, tricep pull down. Squeeze, and then I want you to control the weight straight back up. Don't let that Theraband pull your arm back up. Good, so we're working hard, hanging onto this Theraband, opposite hand to that opposite shoulder, and then the other arm is pulling straight down. Nice. Good, looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now, what we'll do is essentially just kind of switch hands. So right hand, Theraband, holds it onto our left shoulder. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. And then that left hand's gonna grab that Theraband and we're gonna pull straight down again, okay? Now if we don't have a Theraband, we can just do this move and just really squeeze in the back of that arm. Ready, let's go. And begin. Straight down. Good. If your hands are getting a little sweaty, just dry them off and keep on working. Nice, keep going. If you have that booty band, same idea. I'm just holding on with my thumb and pull it down. Perfect. Squeeze, you got 15 seconds. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. We got a fun new one. This is where we want to take a seat, okay? Because we're going to do a little bit of driving. All right, what that looks like is I'm gonna have my Theraband like so. I'm gonna place it underneath the ball of my foot. And then I'm gonna hang on to the ends like so. So I'm gonna hold on nice and tight so my arms are kind of bent and my knee is up kind of towards my chest, and then I'm gonna push straight down with that heel and bring the knee back up, okay? From the side, it looks like this. Like I'm driving a car. That's why I call it a car pedal push, like so. Push, and bring that knee up, all right? That's essentially what we're gonna do for both sides. We'll go right side first, and then we'll do the left side. Again, placing the Theraband on the bottom of our foot. Now, if we don't have a long Theraband, and I just have like a little booty band, I'm just gonna place the booty band underneath my thigh, like so, and I'm just gonna kind of do the same motion. The band underneath my thigh, underneath my hamstring will kind of give me a little bit of resistance. If I don't have a Theraband, I can hold that knee up and push like so, okay? All right, you're working your glutes, you're working your quads. If any of that doesn't work, then you can just do a good old leg extension or sit to stand. All right, let's do this. Place that Theraband underneath the ball of your foot. We'll go driving in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So push that heel, squeeze in the quad, and bring that knee back up. Good. I feel this in my quad, my hips, hamstrings, glutes. Nice. And I'm also holding on nice and tight with my hands, so my biceps are working too. Good. Kind of shake from the side. Nice. Holy leg burn. Maybe this is your dominant leg. Maybe this is your weaker side. You keep working hard. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Release that foot. Shake out that leg. Place the Theraband underneath the other ball of your foot. I want you to have a nice strong grip on those Therabands. If you've got the ones with the handles, awesome. That'll be even easier. All right, you ready? Get that knee up. Nice strong grip, bending those elbows. 3, 2, 1, let's go, and push. Good, push. Really drive with that heel. Squeeze in the quad. It's almost like a little trampoline for your foot. Kind of helps, that resistance kind of gets that knee back up if it's hard for us to kind of do that. So use that Theraband. Good. Nice work. We're almost there. Keep squeezing. You're doing great. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Shake it out. Okay. Moving on to our next move, lat pulls. I'm going to add in a little bit of a addition or an extra challenge. If you want to take it or leave it. That's up to you. I'll show you both options from the seated and standing position. Lat pulls, we're going to be working those back muscles, those postural muscles. So grab that Theraband a little bit like shoulder width apart in those hands. At an angle up overhead. We're going to pull that Theraband towards our chest, pulling those elbows kind of wide down and back, and then reach. So we're pulling and reaching at an angle, not straight up overhead, okay? Again, I'm pulling those elbows down and back, squeezing. Now here's your fun little challenge. You can, standing option, we're here. As I pull, I'm gonna tap a foot behind and feet together as I reach forward. Pull, tap, and reach. Now that's gonna be challenging because we're working kind of like, we're tapping backwards, we're reaching and pulling. If that's too much, you can also do it seated. We're here. As I pull, I'm gonna tap a toe underneath my chair. Feet back together, tap a toe. If tapping a toe doesn't work, but I'm in like a rolly chair, I have a rollator, I can pull, push and pull with my feet as I pull with my arms, okay? Again, you can take or leave this challenge. That's up to you. We have 40 seconds, twice through, lat pulls. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm gonna start with that seated option. Just getting in a little bit of upper body and lower body. Core stays nice and strong. Reach and pull. If the Theraband gets too much, you know the drill. You can drop it and just do the motion. If the leg part is too much, just do the arms. If we're standing, tap. So I'm not doing like a lunge or anything. I'm just tapping my toe, straight back behind. Good. Keep it up, keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. One more set. If you want to challenge yourself and add in that lower body portion, or if you want to like take it down a notch, just stick with the upper body. We get started in 5 seconds. You ready? 3, 2, arms up, and begin. We want to make sure we are nice and strong in the core. If you're doing this tappy one from a standing position, even if we're seated, we still want our core nice and strong. Good. If the Theraband's too much, drop it. Reach and pull. 10 seconds, my friends. You're crushing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my goodness, shake it out. Good. All right, grab some water. Grab some water. Okay, so this next one is no joke. This one is a burner. I don't really know how else to explain it. So, give it a try for as long as you can with the Theraband. If it's too much, then just drop the Theraband and still kind of do the motion. So what this one kind of looks like is, they're called banded pull aparts. So I'm holding on the very end of my Theraband and I'm just doing tiny little open, close, like so. So I'm pulling that band apart and just opening up nice and wide. But again, this is gonna kind of burn out those muscles. So if it's too much, wrap it around your neck and I want you to rotate those palms kind of backwards and we're gonna pulse. Okay? So it's a little bit of a back, a little bit of chest, a little bit of shoulders. Cool. We're gonna do 2 sets of this. So again, nice little open and then arms just come straight back. Keeping those arms nice and straight, so no bending of the arms. So nice and straight, open, open. If it's too much, just pulse palms backwards. That is our plan. If this gets too much, you can also do a good old jumping jack, or, you know, if you feel like jogging in place, you can do that too. A little bit of cardio, all right? Here we go. We start in 5, 4, get your mind right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Banded pull aparts. So my arms are nice and straight. nice and straight. Core is strong. Pull, pull. So I don't have to open up all the way wide. I mean, you can if you want. Really get that range of motion. But I'm just going tiny little pulses. Boop, boop, boop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy cow, and rest. All right, if that was a lot, then what you can do is open up the arms, rotate the palms backwards, and push tiny pulses, okay? Or you do that Theraband one more time. Cool? All right, we start in 5 seconds. Get your mind right. Last set here. Seated or standing. We start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Tiny little banded pull aparts. Like you're trying to pull that band apart. If it's too much, push those palms back with no band. Pop, 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 pop. Let's go, let's go. You can also march it out if you want to. Make it fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, holy burn. All right. Final thing, we're going to be working our core a little bit. This says Theraband hold with a knee march. We can also just do good old like sit-ups. So I'm going to show you a couple different options. So standing option is going to be your most challenging one. It's going to include some single leg stance. So if that doesn't feel safe to you, please do the seated. But I'll show you the standing version for those of you who want to be hardcore, okay? So I have my Theraband in half. My arms are out in front. It's almost like doing a plank, kind of. Arms are out, and I'm just bringing that knee up, like so. Okay, so I'm really working my core. Arms are straight out, driving that knee nice and slow, okay? That's our standing option. Seated option, you can have arms out in front with a knee. You can lean back slightly with a knee. Really work that core. It's kind of like a hold the world with a knee march. If that's too much, I want you to sit forward and all the way back and sit forward. If lifting the knees doesn't work for you, you're just doing a good old sit up with that Theraband hold, okay? We got 2 sets, so if you want to try one version and then do another version, that's probably what I'll do. Go for it. All right, 2 sets. You ready? Starting with that hold with the knee march in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, so if I'm leaning back slightly, it's gonna be even more challenging. So if you're doing that knee march, knee hold, good. Exhale, as you lift that knee, keeping that core nice and strong. For those of us doing that little like sit up with the row, awesome. 15 seconds left. Inhale back, exhale forward if we're doing that sit up. You're working those arms too. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Set number 2. Maybe you want to do those sit-ups this time. Cool. Maybe you want to stick with that knee march. Cool. All right. Last set here. 40 seconds strong. I'm going to do a little bit of standing ones just because that feels good to me. You do not have to copy me. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If we're doing the standing one, it's nice, slow and controlled. You almost like kind of hold here. Good. That might be too much. So maybe we're doing that sit up instead. Reach it as far forward as you can and then all the way back. Exhale. Good. We have 15 seconds left here. Stay strong. Maybe you're doing that knee march. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Y'all, boom, you did it. A workout with a Theraband. Awesome. From our head to our toes, we did it. I'm gonna change up our music and we are going to stretch it out and call it a day because we have worked hard. Grab that water. Moving on to our stretching, cooling down portion. Nice job. Well, wherever you're at, I want you to be feeling very proud of yourselves. We're gonna kind of do what we did at the beginning of our workout. We're gonna kind of check back in with our body real quick as we breathe. So as we're breathing, we're inhaling through our nose, nice and slow, exhaling through our mouth, like slowing down that heart rate. letting those muscles kind of relax as I walk us back through that body scan, just to kind of check in, see how we're feeling, remember how you came to class, all right? So get in that nice comfortable position, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Good. As you're breathing, think about, okay, how's my fatigue? Obviously, we're feeling a little bit tired because we did work hard, but maybe we're feeling a little bit more energized. Maybe our mood has been boosted a little bit, or we were just able to kind of step away from the chaos of life for a little bit. Think about how your muscles felt coming into class. Were they a little tight? Maybe they're feeling a little bit looser now. Good. If anything, you are stronger now than you were when we started because you worked really hard with those muscles. Be really proud of your body. Thank your body for how it has moved for you today. Take a big breath in, reach those arms up overhead. Lengthen in the spine. Gently grab one wrist. We're gonna kind of just gently pull to one side, getting a nice stretch in those shoulders, those lats. Feels really good. We worked really hard. Inhale, arms up overhead. Gently switch sides. Stretching is a really important part of our workout. We don't want to neglect this part. Good. Inhale those arms up and then exhale, open up nice and big. Maybe you grab your chair or clasp hands behind your back, opening up the chest. Again, taking a nice big deep breath through our nose. Fill up those lungs. Exhale through the mouth. We're getting oxygen back to those muscles. Big breath in here. Exhale, round in the back like you're hugging a tree. Get a nice stretch in those shoulders. Good. Big breath in, exhale, shake out those arms. Moving into a warrior one, arms up overhead, palms face each other, lengthen in that spine. Exhale to warrior two, push those walls away, fingertips up, feeling a nice stretch in those forearms. One arm comes across our body, rotating the wrists. Good. So glad that you joined me today for this fun workout. Reach those arms wide, push those walls away, fingertips up. Other arm comes across the chest, rotating that wrist. As you can tell, every workout with me is a little different. Different timing, different exercises, different equipment. So, way to go. Maybe you did something new today. Awesome. Maybe you challenged yourself today, or you gave yourself permission to ease it back a little bit. Both things are to be celebrated, okay? Exhale it out, shake out those arms. Let's stretch out our lower body, shall we? I want you to extend your right foot out, heels on the ground, toes pointed up. And we're just gonna reach for that toe, maybe the knee, shin, ankle, however flexible, whatever area feels good, stop there. We don't want it to be painful. Good. Now we're gonna grab underneath that knee that's extended and then pull that knee up towards our chest. Rotate in the ankle. Point and flex the toe. And then we're gonna gently grab that ankle and place it on top of our thigh if that feels good for you. And then you can either hinge forward or bend forward, or just put different pressures, different twisting. Stretching is a really great way to kind of listen to your body, see what you need, see what feels good. Kind of play around with the angles and the pressures to find oh, that's the spot. But if any of these moves don't feel right to your body, do something different. Awesome. All right, pull that knee up, place the foot on the floor. Other side, we're gonna extend left leg out in front, heels on the ground, toes pointed up, and exhale, reach. Using that breath as we stretch. Every time you exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper or reach a little further, or stay right where you are. Good. Grab underneath that knee, pull the knee up towards the chest, rotating the ankle, point flex the toe. Good. Gently grab that ankle, place it on top of our thigh, nice little glute hip stretch here. All right. Grab that knee, place the foot onto the floor. Last big breath in. Reaching those arms up to the sky. And just like my shirt says, you are stronger than MS. Well done, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. And we'll see you back in another Keep Moving with Emily.